Imagine two people. Both are 25 years old. Both earn around $60,000 a year. Both live in the same city. One of them quietly becomes a millionaire before 50. The other spends most of their life feeling financially stuck. The strange part is, the difference doesn't start with intelligence. It doesn't even start with salary. It starts with something small, something most people would never question: a $5 coffee. But this story is not really about coffee. It's about the invisible spending system that slowly traps millions of middle-class people, even when they earn good money. And once you see this system, it becomes impossible to ignore. You start noticing it everywhere. Let's start with a normal life. Picture someone named Alex. Alex is 27 years old and works a regular job in the United States. Nothing fancy, just a stable career. Alex earns about $65,000 a year. After taxes, insurance, and deductions, the monthly take-home pay is around $4,000. Now let's look at a typical monthly breakdown. Rent is $1,400. Car payment is about $420. Car insurance is another $160. Student loan payments take $300. Utilities and phone add about $220. Groceries come to around $350. So before Alex really starts living life, about $2,850 is already gone. That leaves roughly $1,150 for everything else. And this is where the invisible system begins, because that remaining money rarely becomes investments. Instead, it slowly disappears. Lunch near the office, streaming subscriptions, drinks with friends, delivery apps, convenience purchases, and of course, coffee. None of these things feel large enough to worry about, which is exactly why they work. The famous $5 coffee example often gets laughed at. People say skipping coffee won't make you rich, and technically that's true. Coffee alone will not change your financial future. But the coffee is not the real issue. The real issue is how the human brain treats small spending. Your brain sorts money into two categories: big money and small money. Big money gets attention: rent, cars, vacations, major purchases. But small money slips past your awareness. When something costs $5, the brain quickly labels it harmless. It's just $5. And that sentence gets repeated many times every single day. Let's follow a typical weekday. Morning coffee, $5. Lunch near work, $14. Afternoon snack or drink, $4. Part of a streaming subscription, about $3 per day. Food delivery averaged across the week, maybe $8 per day. Suddenly, the daily total is around $34. That number still feels small. But when you multiply $34 by 30 days, something interesting happens. That becomes about $1,000 per month. And most people never notice, because the brain doesn't remember the total. It only remembers the small individual decisions. Modern businesses understand this psychology very well. In fact, the entire modern spending system is built around it. Companies are not chasing your big decisions. They're chasing your automatic decisions. Tap-to-pay payments, subscriptions that renew automatically, apps that store your credit card information, one-click purchases, food delivery platforms, streaming bundles. The goal is simple: remove friction. Because when friction disappears, spending becomes effortless. And when spending becomes effortless, it becomes constant. Now here's the math that most people never calculate. Let's go back to Alex. Imagine that $1,000 each month wasn't spent on small daily purchases. Imagine it was invested instead. Just $1,000 each month. Historically, the stock market has returned around 8% per year on average over long periods. So what happens if that $1,000 gets invested consistently? After 10 years, the investment could grow to around $180,000. After 20 years, it could reach nearly $600,000. After 30 years, it can approach $1.4 million. That's the quiet power of compounding. And suddenly, the conversation about coffee sounds very different, because the problem was never coffee. The problem was that compounding never had the chance to start. But why do people make this mistake? The answer is psychology. Human brains are wired for the present, not the distant future. Thousands of years ago, survival depended on immediate rewards: food today, comfort today, belonging today, not retirement decades away. Economists call this present bias. We naturally value immediate rewards far more than future rewards. So the brain compares two options: enjoy a coffee right now or invest money that might matter 30 years from today. The brain almost always chooses the immediate reward, not because people are careless, but because the future is hard to visualize. There is another powerful force at work: social pressure. Most spending habits are shaped by the people around us. Coworkers invite you to lunch. Friends meet at restaurants. Weekend plans involve bars, events, or outings. None of these things seem extreme, but together they create a financial baseline. If everyone around you spends $60 or $80 during social activities, it begins to feel normal. And refusing those patterns can feel uncomfortable. So people follow along, not realizing they are slowly committing thousands of dollars every year. This is how the middle-class trap quietly forms. Many middle-class workers earn solid salaries, $70,000, $80,000, even $90,000. But their wealth never grows, not because of huge financial mistakes, not because they bought a mansion or made risky investments, but because their income and spending stay almost perfectly balanced. Money comes in, money flows out, year after year. And without surplus money invested, wealth never compounds. This is not poverty, it's financial stagnation. Now here's something interesting. When you study people who eventually build wealth, their lives don't look dramatically different. They still enjoy coffee, they still go out with friends, they still spend money on experiences. But they follow one rule that most people ignore. They invest first, not last. Instead of saving what remains after spending, they remove the investment money immediately. For example, the moment their paycheck arrives, a portion automatically moves into investments: $500, $800, sometimes $1,000 or more. Only the remaining money becomes available for spending, and the brain adjusts surprisingly quickly. People naturally learn to live within whatever spending limit exists. The real strategy is not discipline, it's systems. Automatic investing, automatic retirement contributions, automatic transfers to brokerage accounts. Why systems? Because discipline eventually fails. Everyone has emotional days, stressful weeks, moments of impulse. But systems continue operating quietly in the background, month after month, year after year. And that consistency becomes incredibly powerful over time. At this point, some people assume the lesson is to eliminate every small pleasure. But that's not the real takeaway. The goal isn't to remove enjoyment from life. The real lesson is awareness. The $5 coffee simply represents unconscious spending. When spending happens without awareness, it slowly absorbs every dollar that could have been invested. But once you see the pattern, you regain control. You begin choosing intentionally. You decide which purchases truly matter and which ones quietly drain your future. Over decades, the difference becomes dramatic. One person spends most of their surplus income on convenience and lifestyle upgrades, subscriptions, frequent delivery, daily small purchases. Their savings grow slowly. By their 40s, financial pressure starts to appear. Retirement begins to feel uncomfortably close. Time suddenly feels limited. Another person invests consistently from an early age, even modest amounts. At first, progress seems slow, but after enough years, something interesting happens. Investment growth begins accelerating. Eventually, the investments themselves start generating more money each year than the person contributes. Money begins working harder than effort. And at that moment, the financial trajectory completely changes. This is why time is the most powerful advantage in personal finance. Not perfect investment strategies, not extraordinary intelligence, just time.